The way we rise is by entrepreneurs and SMEs.
Howard Gutman is de flamboyante Amerikaanse ambassadeur van België. Maar tijdens ons gesprek ontpopt Gutman zich vooral als ambassadeur voor de Belgische ondernemers.
The Belgian entrepreneurs are everywhere. They are fabulously successful because they know how to do business throughout Europe, and they're smart businessmen. I always tell people Belgium is a huge surprise. You hear sometimes that it's hard to do business. There's so much regulation. No matter what industry you look at, there will be the top 5 producers. 4 will be big public companies. 1 will be some family enterprise, even though it's a top 5 producer. The one that's the family enterprise, that'll be the Belgian one.
En toch beseft ook Gutman, een persoonlijke vriend van de Amerikaanse president Barack Obama, dat ondernemen in ons land moeilijker is dan in de Verenigde Staten.
There's generally the view that the labor cost is here and is high here and the regulation is here. If you were going to do a labor-intensive business, you could choose between them, you'll be better off. In the States, you'll be better off in the East. And we're all lose a great deal to the East. But you take the same business and you just change it, make it less labor intensive. So there are breweries all over Belgium, but the breweries would employ far more capital and far less labor than the same brewery in the United States. You go to a large brewery like Stella, you see endless equipment and very few people. That's how you produce in Belgium. It's less that way in the US. I think the difference is percentage-wise, there's far more entrepreneurs here. So if you're in Boston or in Silicon Valley, or in certain of the entrepreneur sectors, you will see this very similar to what you see in lots of places around Belgium, whether it's in Kortrijk or whether it's in Mons. But for capital-intensive businesses or idea-intensive businesses, Belgium's a great place. It is linguistically diverse, so you can cover Germany and France and the UK and the US, and linguistically. You can do it logistically from its central location. And there's very aggressive support by both regions and by collectives of employer organizations or trade associations. And so it's a very good place to invest in the right way, in the right sector.
Ambassadeur Gutman was de speciale gast op de algemene vergadering van UNIZO midden december.
I know UNIZO is the organization of the SMEs, which I regard as being sort of the backbone of the economy. The big corporations will kind of fluctuate a little here and there, but if we're going to come out of economic hard times, it's going to be because of entrepreneurs and small and medium enterprises. The entrepreneur community is the future of the economic recovery from the mess created by the structure of economies and society beforehand. If we're going to grow out of this mess, we've got to do it in a way that is smart, is green and sustainable, and goes with new ideas, whether it's technology, whether it's biofuels.
Iedereen ondernemer dus, maar je eigen bedrijf van nul opstarten is nog iets anders dan the American Dream.
Well, the American dream is alive and well in the US, but it's not necessarily starting your own company. In fact, the American dream was more like me. So I was born to an illegal immigrant father. He was born into a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment for my grandmother, my mother, my father, my sister, and me. Went to public schools, then went to Columbia University, went to Harvard Law School, and became a top lawyer.